Let me see if it works. Let's see how much it is first. $1,850. I love it.
Hell, I want to look good.
You do.
Don't chew my
All right.
face out.
I'm asking how much for the World's Fair beer?
Per 6-pack.
Yes.
$3 a 6-pack.
$3 a 6-pack, and this.
That's World Fair too.
Yes, yeah.
$2.
$2. Okay, I'll take that.
At a lumber yard here in town.
How much you want for that?
Low mileage, one owner.
Cheap. Come on.
$15.
Perfect.
Hello everyone, I'm John Ward and welcome to another episode of Outback Adventures. I have a new friend with me here, Angela Taylor, and she's from the Knoxville area, and I met her at the Pickers Paradise Antique Vendors Market because she's got a booth there at the market, and she is here at the longest yard sale in the world. It's 600 miles, I believe.
At least 600, yeah.
And she's been coming here for years, so we asked if we could tag along and watch her pick some stuff today. And we're going to be seeing what she can find, if she can find some bargains. Do you buy stuff here every year usually?
Every year. We've been coming here since about 2014, so it's fun. We have a great time. We've met a lot of great people, a lot of good friends, and you just never know what you're going to find. On this 127 yard sale, you'll get people that are vendors, but you'll also get people that are like grandpa pulling things out of the barn. So you get great deals on that stuff, and you can put them in your booth, you can sell them, you can keep them in your house, and I love it. It's like a high. It's almost like a vacation every year, so we love it. We love coming on this.
So Jody and I came along, and this is our second episode of Outback Adventures, and we're going to walk around. We're in Clark Range, and this is, what's this location? The store's called Cumberland General Store, but we'll look at that in a minute. I think I've got that wrong, but there's a general store and a restaurant here, and this is one of the main places people set up. And I love this old building behind us here. This is looks like it might have been moved here, but it's an old house of some sort, and they've got like a little village set up around through here. So let's go see what Angela can find today. Oh yeah,
these are awesome. A lot of times these are remakes, but these bread bowls are phenomenal. They're big sellers. I mean, the windows, we sell tons of windows. I had a store in Knoxville, and we blew the windows out. People love to decorate with these old windows. They're fantastic.
So what have they got a price on these here?
I think they're 2 for $20, which is a really great deal. $12 each.
And then a blue L5.
2 for $20, $12 each.
That's
and,
a great deal.
So here's something I've got. I've got one of these.
Okay.
So what's it sell?
Old tobacco.
Yeah.
That's $15 on the bottom there. Half and half.
I didn't realize what that was. This says half and half, but this one doesn't slide. One of them I have that slides in half.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that's what that was.
Yeah.
It says half and half, but it doesn't slide down. So what would these been used for? That's interesting. Is that for children's shoes?
Children's shoes, stretchers, and then you've got a lot of spools and things down through here, and then the tubs. Now these tubs are still...
factory, they wrap leather around them. That's a form they use to actually make the shoe.
Okay. Now you know where that's from?
I bought these from Texas.
Texas, okay.
I think he got them from Maine.
Wow, okay. Now, are you local here?
No.
No? You didn't sound local.
No.
So it looks like you've got a lot of textile items. Did you buy out like a textile company that made these shoes or something?
I've got bobbins from 20 different states.
So that's what you specialize in?
Well, I guess I do, sort of.
Sort of.
This is not, I used to have about 50 different varieties, but I'm down to just have, well, maybe 10 or 15 here.
Oh, that makes, yeah, on there, and then hang some from it. what we were doing is getting barnwood and putting these pegs on the barnwood. Well, that's a bottle opener, but like putting pegs on the barnwood. Like this would be great for a beach house or something.
Oh yeah.
And hang those on like a long piece of barnwood recovered from a barn. People love it. I
Yeah, we
mean,
have a
it's
whole
Hobby
bunch of
Lobby,
that.
but on a higher level.
Yes.
This kind of reminds me of the Nashville flea market when they used to have it. Did you ever go to it?
I did not. I want to go so bad.
We sat up at it for every month for a year.
Oh my gosh, did you do well?
Yeah,
Good.
we did. But they tore it down.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah, they put a soccer stadium in.
Oh no, that's sucky. Well, this right here, I have one of these actually in our booth. This this stand, because these, they're metal, but they are from mid-century. People love mid-century modern right now. So the shelves like these are really great. A lot of times they're rusted out, you know, because people will set stuff on them it melts into it or whatever, dissolves it. But yeah, and this glassware is great. There's a lot of vintage glassware here. More bread bowls in the back there. And then this guy's got some newer stuff that he's included with it, but you just never know what you're gonna find.
Oh, there's some old, that's an old slot machine.
Yeah, isn't that cool? Do you love this?
Right.
Let me see if it works. Let's see how much it is first. $1,850. But it does have pennies in it. I don't know if it still works or not. I'm afraid to push too hard on it.
Yeah, he's got a lot of old
The signage
gumball
and stuff.
machines,
Yeah.
yes.
I love the Lance over there, where they had crackers and all those little pretzel jars and things like that. These are a big deal too. If you ever see Christmas ornaments, Halloween ornaments, these are called blow molds, and these things are a hot ticket right now. So if you ever see this stuff, don't throw it out. If grandma's got it in her attic or her basement.
What's those selling for right now?
Hang on, we'll see.
I'm gonna guess. Let me guess.
Guess.
For the pair of $75.
It's 120.
I missed it.
120.
Those are like brand new though.
Those are very nice.
Those are in good shape.
But they started making those back, gosh, mid-century, like I was saying, and now they're harder and harder to find. So, but yeah, this is some great stuff.
Yes.
Some of this, they're starting to remake some of it, so you got to keep an eye open for things. Like this right here is a remake, and they're still asking $18. So you got to do some research, because out here the cell service isn't so awesome. So you got to know before you come shopping what's real and what's kind of a newer model of things. But a lot of this is old stuff, so this is great. I love this. I love these old Coca-Cola bottle openers, even with they've got the original box and everything. Nice stuff. Ronald McDonald. So this is great. Yeah, some of this is newer.
You think these are reproductions?
The Coke, maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe.
It's hard to tell
maybe.
sometimes.
It's hard to tell on some of them.
Those look like porcelain though.
They look good,
So-
but there are some that they make that are very, very close and very hard to tell. Even the same with cast iron. Cast iron now is hard to tell the difference. These are cool. Look at these little clocks. And you never can go wrong with old neon signs. Those are great. I love these. Most of these look like they're working. So on this sale, you'll get a lot of people that are actual vendors. Like this guy looks like a vendor that's been here probably year after year, or maybe even has a store. So sometimes you have to do a little negotiating on the price. They're super cool. These are old, $145, and that's got the old edges on it there, you see? Cool stuff. And those old cookie jars. Love them. When we ever go in old houses, sometimes you'll see these doorknobs that are crystal that they sell at Hobby Lobby and stuff, but this one is actually $45 for the set, but that's still a really good deal. And it's all together, so if you wanted to put that in your home, I mean, it still works there. That's awesome. And there's another, like the blow mold type things there for Halloween. Cool stuff. $2,500 for the Ward's Orange Crush. You need that one, don't you?
Ward's
Orange Crush.
No,
Or you can get the Linden for 22. Yeah, you need to research that one. I've not
Well,
seen
that must
those.
have been a brand of drink they made somewhere.
Right, somewhere else. But they have lots of goodies that are things that you would pull out of Grandma or Grandpa's attic. And that's why I always say be careful about throwing that stuff or calling a dumpster, because some of this stuff is worth big money.
I see some cans in here. I like some of the
Yeah,
automotive.
check
I like
that
the
out.
automotive tin cans.
Yes. I love that star. I know. $40. It's huge. Yeah. We can put it in the truck. Jeez. We'll take it back for you. We can put it, yeah, on the outside.
So I got some stuff in my store. Like, well, I've got
Okay.
mainly some of the mini oil cans,
Right.
and
Do
I
you
buy
like
stuff
oil
like
cans like that?
I like smaller pieces like this. See, like
Right,
that.
yeah.
This gets a little big.
Uh-huh.
This gets a little big.
Right. Now, are you local here?
Southwest corner, Georgia.
Hey, pretty local.
Yeah.
Pretty local.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you come here every year?
Yes.
Awesome. And sit up here at this
Yeah,
same spot?
Same spot.
Cool. How long have you been doing this?
This show or this doing this?
Doing this every year. How long? How many years?
Let's see, I retired and I did it part-time, 35 years.
Wow. Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
But, I did it.
That's good.
when
Well, I
was-
guess it's worth coming back if you're doing it for 35 years.
Well, I've
so
been
you
here
do
about
pretty good.
15. I've been here about 15 years.
Okay.
And,
We like to stop here. This is one of our favorite stops on the way north. We head north to Kentucky. So this is one of our favorite places to stop here at this store. So I've
right.
probably seen you before, but thanks for letting us look around.
all right, help yourself.
Okay.
This is the first time we've found the store. Everybody said, go to the store.
Right here. This is me right here. See all this little stuff right here?
This
These
right
little
here is what I'm
pieces.
talking about. Still
Yeah,
got
I've got
oil
a
in
bunch
it?
of them.
Okay.
Don't
That's
have
what
that
we found
one.
is,
I got
is stuff like
yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah. A lot of people don't realize that. Oh, he's got some cool stuff. See, I like tobacco stuff
Yeah,
too.
okay.
So, and look here, he's got spark
Oh,
plugs
yeah,
that's not been
still in the
opened.
package.
Yeah.
New old stock.
These little pieces are wonderful because you don't take up a lot of room. You can put them on yourself.
Right?
Oh, this is great. So,
Tell them. You tell them it wasn't me and you. That's I'm going to put it that way. I'm going to stop by the restroom back here. Right, because that's where it should have. But now, see, he never did. He just put a new one on it, so it'll be okay. So we just had to wait 2 minutes. What's he doing? Okay. All right. Yeah, he just watched it.
These are great. I'm just taking it all in. It's got some cool stuff.
yeah, look at these. He's got these old
I really don't know. I've never asked.
carton.
Yeah, for bottles.
Yeah,
These are great.
sunshine. If you had that actual drink,
Return for refill. Back in the day. Return for refill. Get your money, get some change back, buy some candy, right? I love these old medicine bottles too. I
yep.
have a lot of different ones, and this is Castoria on the side, you can see. A lot of grandmothers took care of everybody with this one. This one said something else on this side, so I don't know if I can read it here.
There used to be
Pretty
a
cool.
lot of smaller medicine companies that mixed up all different types of tonics, and they
These are great.
have their name. What's that one say?
Blacking Oil. Blacking and Oil Company.
Blacking and Oil Company, but they could have put different products.
yeah,
It's hard to,
Baltimore,
and it
Maryland.
might have had a paper label at one time on it.
There you go. I like this one. This one is Rubifoam for your teeth, for the teeth,
Must have been maybe a toothpaste.
maybe, or something to just keep. I know a lot of people probably didn't take very good care of their teeth, but they didn't eat the sugar that we do either.
Oh, let's look over here.
Probably using a lot of tobacco.
Oh, did he?
Awesome. Yeah, check it out. All right. Pretty sure this is McCoy. Nope, it's USA. Yep, this is a McCoy dish. Nice old dishes here. Lots of great stuff. these oil lamps, different places, even from the top of Georgia all the way up to the top of Tennessee. You'll get different fluctuations in prices and things. And the prices of these, this one's going for $15, but of course it's missing the chimney, it's missing the wick and all that stuff. But yeah, these things, it just depends on if you've got a collector. But when you get up in Georgia, these go for more. When you know, if you go higher up here in Tennessee, maybe not so much. So this one's selling for $15. So if you need replacement parts or pieces, that's good. And you always look for the blue jars with the zinc lids. This is actually an old ball jar. And you always look for the number 13. This one says 2. So 13 was considered unlucky, and they always broke the 13s because they thought that that was an unlucky number for the jar. So the survivors are the ones you look for that say 13 on them. So if you ever see one, always flip it over and look on the bottom to see. These are a little bit bigger, but most of the time you can find that they have a number on the bottom of a ball jar. And you can see there, and they're really collectible. So keep your eyes open for them.
So, yeah, I like this, but this one got my attention.
Yeah, this is
I like guy booths. This is a guy booth.
I think so.
He's done good.
Now, when I had my store in Knoxville, you could not keep these. I would advertise a lot on Facebook Market, and we would get a wash tub in like this. Now, probably your grandmother or great-grandmother had these, but these were like something they used all the time, every day. They did laundry in them. They washed things out of the garden in them. I even had one lady come through and said she washed chickens in them. So, I don't know, but they would not stay in the store. They sold like hotcakes. This one's priced at around $200, so this is a really great deal. Even though it does have some rust on the bottom, it does have the rollers and the wheels, and like I said, this is a piece of history. A lot of people now just take them and make planters out of them. So if you want to put flowers in them, the bad thing is you never want to rust out the bottom. That's the, I mean, I guess you could put plastic in it of some kind, but these are super cool to have around. So I love, personally, I love the cast iron, big cast iron. So
I like this right here.
yes. So part of my job is as an auctioneer, we go in a lot of places and clean out. We'll go down under the basement, we'll go out in the shed and the attic and stuff like that, and a lot of times you'll find these cast iron kettles. Cast iron is something that all the grandmothers had back in the day, so I love them. I've got a couple at my house. Once again, people use them as planters, but back in the day, that's what you did your laundry in, that's what you canned in, that's what you cooked in. This stuff is what every grandmother all up and down the road here in Tennessee had. So this is special. So if you ever find them, and this one is in really good shape, grab it, because that's something you want to hold on to. That is a piece of history right there. And to make that again and sell it, I mean, you can't find those. So that's even got little handles and legs on the bottom to keep it up out of the fire. Because you got to consider, if you buy a skillet from the Lodge factory up in Pigeon Forge, what you're going to pay for a Lodge skillet versus this is an antique, and that's $225. And a Lodge skillet, they start $50, $75. So that's an awesome deal. So if you ever get a chance to come up here and walk up and down and do this, please do it. It's worth it. It's worth your time. Even if you don't buy anything, it's fun. It's just fun to see. There's a crosscut saw. It's got one of the handles missing. $65. It's a great price. A lot of times people will take these and put them like over the mantle, and it is missing the other handle, but you could probably have that remanufactured and put it on that end. I even have a cousin that paints these and paints like mountain scenes from up in Gatlinburg. So and then that is a very old pitchfork. 15 bucks. Check it out. Looks deadly, doesn't it? But that would be great if you wanted a decoration like on your porch or something. Get you a hay bale and a couple of pumpkins and you got it made. There's old milk dairy jugs there from dairy farms where they would bring milk to you in those, and some of these are newer, some of these are older. These are great prices. Most of these are $50, and once again they're metal, so people have to take good care of them. But like I said, if you ever find these, don't throw them away. These are worth money. So check it out. 50 bucks, 60 bucks for this one with the Liberty on it. So right here, 60. And then those are actually larger, and they've got the $50 tag on them. right here is a Model A from old cars, and actually, I don't know if I can pick it up, it's heavy. It's got wooden spokes, so that thing is massively heavy. But that, back in the day, when they went from horse and buggy to this is wooden spokes, because that's all they could think of was wooden spokes and a wheel to make the car go. That's from a very old car. These are in very good condition. Most of the time when you find these in a barn, they're ripped all to pieces and the wood is missing, so those are awesome. The pair of them looks like $125, or it might be $125 a piece. I don't have a need for them today, but there you go. Some of these are reproduction signs. You have to be careful, keep your eye open, and like I said, you can't research everything on Google here because the internet is spotty in some of these places, so kind of know what you're looking for before you show up. Some of these are reproductions, even though they look old. They've been made to look old, like the SO standard sign. Usually you don't find two identical ones alike, so you know that's a reproduction. And some of these smaller ones, now this one, these are those heavy enamel signs. These are great signs to have, especially if you're, you know, want to put it in your man cave or whatever. But these are reproductions, but they look like the original from back in the day, you know, that was hanging on the side of an old general store or whatever. They are super thick. It's got a thick gauge to it, and it also is enamel coated. So this is a good sign to have, but it's a reproduction. So some of these other ones, like this one here. Now this is an original one, and you can tell it's faded, and you can look and see always around some of the spots here where the rust is, where they've had it hanging. Now this hung, I'm sure, somewhere on the pole for a very long time. It's a double-sided sign, very heavy, but it's in really good condition. So that's something that you want to keep your eye out for, especially if you're decorating your man cave, or if you know somebody who collects signs. But like I said, keep your eye open, and you might also run across one or two that might have been damaged. Now this one's been damaged, and it is a reproduction, even though it looks old. This one kind of been run over a few times, maybe by a truck. But like I said, maybe you get a discount on some of this. Some of these people, now they love it when you ask them for a lower price. They like to dicker back and forth with you about, hey, I see you got 95 on this, will you take 85? And they might say, no, I'll take 90. So that way you both feel like you've kind of got a deal out of the thing. So have a look at some of these other ones. I think they're great signs. A lot of these smaller ones, now some of these are old, and then some of them, like I said, they are reproductions. Those concave signs, though, they are reproductions. But yeah, some of them are older.
So this is a...
that one looks old, so that one is the real deal.
It's got some kind of plastic on it. You think that's a...
I don't know. Hang on. It had me fooled. You can even fool me, and I'm an expert. This dude has set this outside so long that the back of it looks rusted, and this is set in the sun to bleach it out to make it look old. But check this out. It's still got the plastic on it. Oh my gosh, it fooled me. So you got to really watch, even if you know what you're looking for. That one right there is a reproduction. So check out some of these other ones, though. They're amazing. I love the larger signs. The Cadillac service sign is amazing. He's got $4,800 on that one. I'm thinking that one's real. So look at this other one, the Marathon sign, $1,500. The Chief Paint sign. These are great signs. And like I said, if you have somebody who loves this kind of stuff in their man cave, this is a great spot. And we're pretty close to Christmas, believe it or not. So you got to be thinking ahead. And that one over there, the cow sign from National Hereford Breeders Association, the heifer for $1,200. So we're checking out your signs.
Not mine.
Not your signs. We thought they were yours. $2,800 for the Pepsi Cola Cafe sign. It's pretty great. So the back of his truck's got a Sinclair sign in it, and I love the little bear there. So yeah, great signs. National Harvester bear sign that I was telling you about back there. If I can get that off of him.
Oh, okay. I've never seen that one.
Yeah, I hadn't either. But the International Harvester right there in the middle. That's $900 for that one. Pretty cool sign. And then this one, of course, Ford Motor Oil. That's my phone keeping going. I'm sorry.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah, you do. I love it.
Got some nice signs.
Huh?
Got some nice signs. I make videos for Facebook. I'll give you a card here.
Oh, okay. I should have you advertise some of that. I just drove up from Texas
You come up from Texas?
last night.
Oh, wow. That's a heck of a trip, I bet.
Nah, it's only 16 hours.
6 to 8 hours? You come here
16.
16? I was going to say 6 to 8. That wasn't that long.
No, 16.
You come up here every year?
Yeah.
I love old signs. That's my thing.
Well, I'll sell you a couple.
Well,
Yeah, you got some great ones. I love them.
I'll make you a deal. I'm still trying to get unloaded. I'm not trying too hard.
Did it rain on you any? Have you been here yesterday?
No, I just got in late last night, about
Okay,
11
I was
o'clock
going to ask
last
because
night.
we had some pretty bad storms come through Knoxville yesterday.
I drove it through Florence.
Okay. So how much are these a piece?
$1.50.
That's not bad.
They're usually $2.50.
Okay, now these from Texas too? Brazil. Wow. Cool. I love it. I love the colors in this one. Check that out. And it's so soft. That's amazing. And I like the darker ones too. Pretty cool. Yep. Back. It's got blue leather on the back. It says right there, inspected, made in Brazil. I don't know what that part means.
that's what he paid for.
$3.30.
330. $150.
Yeah.
That